what is going on YouTube? Michael Douglas Lawn Care here. Just wanted to hop on here real quick and make a quick video. I actually just got a call from the township hall, and the secretary there said that President Biden, good old President Biden, made today through May 16th, he wants all flags lowered to represent COVID and everybody that has passed away with COVID. So I'm out here at one of my cemeteries right now, and one of the let me show my vehicle off real quick. One of my responsibilities for maintaining, for doing this sexton work and maintaining these cemeteries is lowering the flag to half mast. So this is one of the cemeteries that I maintain here. So we're gonna have to lower this flag, and I don't have my tripod, so let me see. I'll probably have to do this off camera. All right guys, that was not too hard. We got that flag set at half mast. This is a pretty decent sized cemetery. It doesn't take a whole long time to mow it, but if you can see there, that's the township hall right there, and I do have to mow that entire field. So actually that entire field that's over there takes longer to mow than this cemetery does right here. So this cemetery is the second biggest one that I maintain. Let me show you this foundation that I poured right over here. I just did this morning. That's why I'm in shorts and not mowing right now. I busted my butt this week, working morning till dark so I could get a couple foundations built today. I'm not going to show you names or anything because that's family business, but this is the foundation that I made here. Just a whole bunch of concrete bags mixed here, brought some water out here, 2x4s right there, and eventually the headstone is going to go on top of this when this when that settles and dries. This is the east side of the cemetery as well. This one is an older cemetery. It is a little bit smaller than this one over here, but it has a whole lot of headstones in here to mow around, and it's actually pretty difficult to mow this cemetery right here. I hope you guys can hear me okay, because it is pretty windy. I don't think I'm gonna walk all the way over here. You guys can tell it's a pretty decent sized cemetery. The problem, and what I hate, back in the day, I'll take you over to the big cemetery that I do. They have a lot of this stuff. They used to make, when they were burying, you guys can tell, family plots right here. They make concrete borders around headstones for family and family plots. Great idea. Keep all the family together, but you guys can tell, how the heck am I gonna mow something like this, right? This, I can probably take my mower up over this curb, lift the deck, but I mean, like over there and even over here, I'm gonna have to trim by hand that entire plot. And at the other huge cemetery, there is just a lot more concrete borders and foundations around headstones that is an extreme pain in the butt, and it's just going to be a whole lot of hand trimming to do. See, something like this, you can't even get your mower up here. This is all going to have to be hand trimmed by hand. Talking to you guys and walking right now, man, I'll tell you what, I'm a little bit out of breath. I need to get back in shape. This past week has kicked my hiney, I'll tell you that. So I'm gonna walk back to the truck real quick, and we'll go take you to the big cemetery that I maintain and show you that one. We are pulling into the big cemetery that I maintain, and I'm gonna lower this flag at half mast, and then I will I don't know if I'm gonna take a quick walk around or just drive in the truck. It is a pretty good sized cemetery here. It might take a while to walk the entire thing. Over here in the cemetery is the older section, and basically as far left right here as you go, it's old. The newer stuff is way down there. So this is the big cemetery that I maintain, and it goes over on the other side of that hill even further to that tree line over there. So we're gonna go ahead and lower this flag here real quick to half mast. Maybe we'll take a walk over there and show you a little bit more of the cemetery. So we have the flag at half mast, and we are going to take a little bit of a drive. This over here is an older section as well, and this is what I'm talking about right in here. Like there's no way I can get a mower in stuff like that. And right over there, that one's pretty bad too. There's a lot of work that needs to be done here at the cemetery. A lot of trees that are dying that need to either be cut partially or just taken out. We're gonna have a tree company come in here and give a couple estimates. We've contacted 3 people to get the best estimates. But man, so far I've enjoyed maintaining the cemetery and everything that is involved with the cemetery. So let's see if I can hop on the top of the truck here real quick. And so this is a huge cemetery, guys. A big cemetery. And this is one reason that I'm going to probably need some help to help me maintain this cemetery. I've mowed this cemetery twice and it didn't take too long, but I have not needed to trim it yet. And next week when I mow will be the first time trimming this cemetery, and that's gonna be a pain in the butt to do. Just a lot of hand work, probably spending at least a whole day, if not longer here personally myself, and that's why I need to hire somebody. Let me show you real quick a grave that I dug a couple weeks ago, and yeah, I think it's right over here. Yep, the grave that I dug a couple of weeks ago is right over here. I still do need to bring some topsoil in here and smooth it out with some topsoil and put some grass seed down. There it is, guys. I ended up digging this grave right here. I'm not going to show you any families' names because you'll notice if I ever take any videos in my cemeteries, I'm not going to show you any headstones or anything like that. I'm going to keep all the families' names and all that private. But technically right here, this bush is not supposed to be here, and that bush is not supposed to be here. Bushes and trees are not supposed to be here because they'll grow up into be this size of a tree here. And you guys can see, I don't really want to show you the name on the headstone, but the foundation is, the tree is totally pushing that headstone sideways and ruining the foundation to that headstone. I mean, when families come in here, they don't think about the tree's going to grow up to be this tall here or even taller to that size right here, and that one is pushing over a whole bunch of foundations as well, as long as with a bunch of these trees. It's just an older cemetery. Yeah, a lot of work that needs to be done in here. I have the jail crew coming out for a day in a couple weeks to help out. My goal for the cemetery here is for them to cut any trees like this right here that need to be cut. Just take them out with a chainsaw, and I want them to blow leaves away from the headstones. I said that they don't necessarily need to take the leaves and throw them in the woods, as long as they can just blow them away from the headstones, so where I can mow them in my mower path and I can just mulch them up with my mower would be great. What else are they going to do? They're also going to there's a whole bunch of sticks over there in the older section. I'm having them bring tarps so they can walk the cemeteries and just pick up a whole bunch of sticks. So I'm not lifting my mower deck and going around all that stuff. I propose that we should have the jail crew instead of me coming in here and doing this cleanup, just because this is a huge cleanup. And personally, I don't have time to do it. And if the jail crew comes in here and do it, it's going to be done for free, and it's going to save the township a whole heck of a lot of money. So that's the route that they ended up ultimately deciding to go, which is I'm glad they did it, because I really didn't want to do this big of a cleanup. And I think we're going to get them in here for fall to do that as well. There's a whole bunch of plastics. If you can see that one right there, that is full of plastic flowers. I don't know if you can see those flowers over there. Those are all flowers. Technically, the rules of the cemetery, we don't want any plastic flowers here, just because they get left here, and they get left here for years, and they start wearing out and just looking bad. And to be honest, there's plastic all over this cemetery. So that's another thing that the jail crew is going to come up and do. They're going to take all the plastic stuff and throw it away, get it out of here and clean up the cemetery a little bit. plastic, guys. It's gonna get. I've seen plastic in the woods, and that's just gonna stay there for years and years and years. It's not going to decay. And so another thing that I'm gonna have to do with this cemetery, because this is a bigger one, the other ones aren't gonna be a problem, but this is gonna be a pain in the butt to do. There are a bunch of flags right now that are out for, there's a flag right there, and they have flag, you guys can see that flag holder thing that's right there. All these flags are going to need to be replaced. These are from last year, and they probably should have been taken down before winter, but they were not. So we have ordered a bunch of flags, and at this cemetery there's over 200. I think there's about 235 flags that need to be replaced. So that's going to take probably, that's going to be a weekend probably for me to be doing that. And I'm going to, that needs to be done before Labor Day and Memorial Day, because that's when everybody's coming to look at the grave sites and check up on things. Everything has to be in tip-top shape for those two holidays, and it has to be looking perfect. Right now, my plan is to trim this bi-weekly, but if it's on those holidays, it needs to be trimmed and everything needs to be in tip-top shape for those holidays. So thanks guys for watching. This is part of the Sexton life over here, taking care of cemeteries. I totally understand, and I mean, it is a little frustrating that I have to come and take a little bit of time out of my day to lower these flags, but to be honest with you guys, I really don't mind. This is just, I enjoy doing this. I don't know, I never expected to be taking care of cemeteries and burying caskets and cremations and doing all that stuff. It's just a new world for me, and I am actually pretty excited to do this. And I hope you guys are excited too, because we're going to be making some videos on this stuff. Now, I was tentative and hesitant about making videos and burying caskets and stuff. I think that maybe I'll take some video of me using the excavator and doing all that stuff and show you my process, but I don't think I want to show you guys, well, maybe I'll show you guys the vaults that are being lowered into the grave and the whole process, but I don't think I want to show you the caskets. I think I want to keep that all private for the family, and I don't think that should be shown on YouTube. So we're going to keep that private and keep all the family members. Yeah, because if I was a family member, I wouldn't want to be on somebody's YouTube channel. So guys, thanks for listening to my rant. Hope you enjoyed. Michael Douglas Lawn Care signing off. You guys have a blessed day, and be safe out there. Go mow that grass, guys.